We all want to dominate 2023, and I'm sure you've seen many videos with this same kind of title about habits that can help you change your life and that sort of thing. And I'm not going to be speaking about the obvious ones, like sleep, diet, and that sort of thing, and exercise. I'm not going to speak about those. I'm going to give you like three sort of overarching habits you can use in your life that can direct you to dominate 2023. Like sort of like a system that will help you dominate 2023. That would be a more appropriate title for this video, basically. But yeah, the first thing I want to tell you is structure, right? You need to have structure in your life, right? You need to have a good sleeping routine, right? 8 hours minimum. You need to have a morning routine, and I've spoken about like a nighttime routine and that sort of thing, but it's important that you have structure in your life, right? And I've spoken about organizing your mind, right? You need to organize your mind. You need to make sure you have something you're aiming towards. You've got, clear vision. And I've made a video on this before. You can actually go to my channel and watch it. I've got one about organizing your mind. You need to organize your mind, and you need to have structure in your life. Okay, you need to make sure you've got a morning routine, you've got something to aim towards, and things are just something you're going to be doing. Like, you can't be waking up thinking, oh, what am I going to do today? Oh, what am I going to do today? Oh, maybe I want to do this. No, there's no time to be making those kind of silly decisions. People that dominate, they have a system that helps them dominate, and they just spend their energy, making like the more important decisions, right? Making like tactical decisions, but everything else is set up. You should not be waking up wondering, oh, am I going to be productive today or not? It should be straightforward. You should know exactly what you're doing. You should have a routine. So you need to have structure. Okay, that's one. Two is you need to be able to measure your progress. You need to have something to measure. Like, the first thing I can think of is, when you're working out, obviously you've got the scale. That's nice. You need to measure yourself whenever you can. Obviously, following your workout routine definitely helps, but you do need to have a scale to measure yourself and that sort of thing. Also, something I do at the end of every bulk and every cut is I measure myself. I measure muscles and everything. It's usually maybe once or twice a year, but I measure, right, to see, oh, maybe my biceps have grown, or maybe they haven't, or maybe I lost a lot of bicep mass during my last cut or whatever. You need to have something you can measure. And also in terms of business and with grades and that sort of thing, it's simple. You will see your grades, your marks will go up or they'll go down. But you need to have some kind of system that can measure what you're doing, right? You can measure progress. It doesn't need to be every day, every week, or anything. Just something every so often, every month, every 3 months. Just something to make sure you're staying on track, right? So yeah, so the first one was you need to have a structure. The second one has been that you need to have something that can measure your progress. And then the third one is momentum, right? I have a video where I spoke about, you need speed. You need to have escape velocity. And all escape velocity is when a rocket is leaving the Earth and wants to go into space. You need to have enough momentum. You need to have enough speed, enough force to escape the gravitational pull of the Earth. Because what happens when you jump, right? When you jump, you immediately come back down. What happens if you throw a ball in the air? Eventually it's going to stop and it's going to come back down. Why? Because it doesn't have enough escape velocity. That's why it's not leaving the atmosphere, right? You need enough escape velocity to leave the atmosphere. And I spoke about this in terms of if you're trying to escape the matrix, or if you're just trying to escape your terrible mindset, right? If you're trying to climb up, right? If you're a rocket, just imagine the Earth and its gravitational pull is your terrible mindset that you're trying to escape. If you stop, if you're working really hard and you get up here and then you stop, if you're a rocket and you stop, you're gonna fall back down, right? And that's the same thing with building good habits. If you're meditating and you're finally learning how to become more focused, if you stop, you're gonna go back down to baseline, and baseline is where you are now. That's not where you want to be, right? So you want to keep going. So the three habits that will help you dominate 2023: building a structure, right? Finding something that can measure as much of your life as you can, the important aspects of your life, and 3, having escape velocity, building momentum, don't stop, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's it for the video. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button down below, and until next time, we'll see you boys.